And we are, maybe, we are back live now here on the GameSpot stage at E3. Sophia, you were joining me. What's that?
Kick me out of the seat.
Well, long enough, because like, all right, so should we let the cat out of the bag? Should we tell them who's going to be joining us, or should we just have a casual conversation about life?
I think we should talk. Well, I don't know. Do you want to keep it a surprise?
Let's keep it a surprise for a second. All right, so press conference. Let's start there.
Okay.
So let's start with the first one, Microsoft.
Yes.
What did you think? You know, you got Natal now being called Kinect, right? What do you think? What do you think of the name?
I don't know. I mean, it works, I guess. I don't really put too much emphasis on the name.
I guess we all really didn't like the name of the Wii when they changed it from Revolution.
That's true. I liked Revolution.
But we've kind of come around to it, I guess, right?
You get over it.
The Dreamcast, when we first heard it, was kind of like, what? Like, so sticker shock, baby. But aside from that, what else? What else, Microsoft?
Well, obviously, since I just saw the Gears segment, that's the one game I'm really excited about.
You were nice with people to get that stage show demo, I know.
Yes.
All right, cool.
But yeah, so I'm really excited for Gears. Like the 4-player co-op thing, it will be amazing because I have so much fun playing with someone. Although they haven't announced whether or not it's going to be split screen, so I'm not really sure. But even then, you know, just get some people all together and like LAN party. It'll be fun.
Right on.
I'm really excited.
Moving on to the next one, obviously, I guess would be Nintendo this morning.
Yes.
What'd you think?
I loved it.
Dude, they brought it, huh?
I know. I've never been so excited for the entire lineup of games.
I'll be honest. Like out of the three, typically Nintendo's the sleeper for me.
I usually like something that Nintendo has. Yeah, I kind of feel like, you know, I grew up with Nintendo. They have like this, you know, this spot. Yeah.
Today was the day, though. Yeah. Like today, they were just like, all right, so check this out, Zelda up front. How you like that?
That's true.
And it looked awesome.
But I love how like Microsoft like kicks off with all this violence and gore, and then Nintendo's always like family friendly and like, just, you know, it's great. It's kind of like a different vibe because we do see a lot of shooters, we do see a lot of violence, like driving games. But it's like I kind of like seeing Mario and like all his friends, and it's just. I don't know. And Kirby. Oh my God, that is my favorite game of the show right now.
That is true. All right, so we have stalled.
Okay.
And we have successfully stalled. And I think right now our special guest with our special game is going to be coming up.
Yes.
You want to hop over in that seat over that way?
And
I'm just going to invite him up on stage live right now because that's what we do, right?
Yeah.
GameSpot E3 2010, all about the live action. Joining us on the stage. Hey, what's up, David Jolly? Pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. We'll get you mic'd up. How's it going? Hey, how you doing? Have a seat. So we snuck you on the stage live, if you don't mind, hopefully.
Is this live?
This is live right now.
What up, bitches? How's it going? I love the show.
Well, thanks, man.
No, I love the show because the last 2 years, or certainly last year, we were working on the game, and I'm working at home, and this is my little companion.
Super cool.
I have this on, I got my Rubios right there, and I'm working on one screen and watching this. It is so, I love the internet. I love this show, so thank you for having us.
Oh man, thanks so much, man. Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, of course.
Especially you guys literally jumped in a car right after you got off the stage.
We did.
And you came over, so how was it up on stage showing the game off for the first time?
Well, it was nerve-wracking. We didn't know how they would respond, but yeah, we rehearsed it a ton of times, and the game held up. So
I was fucking.
You could totally do it.
All right, so I was really nervous though because I mean. We haven't had a Twisted Metal out sort of this scope in a while, and there was really a sense of, does anybody care anymore? And it was really nice to get a really warm response to it. So now we're both kind of, I think, coming down a little bit going, all right, the game may have a shot at entertaining a bunch of people, so that's awesome.
How long have you been working on the game?
It's been about, pushing close to 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep a secret for 2 years,
I know,
right?
I know.
Yeah, because you know, I felt so bad because the guy from Joystick wrote me, and it's one of the first times I can think of that an actual internet reporter called me to check his facts. Wow. Usually they just, fuck it, I'll run the headline and I'll change it later if it's not true. This guy went out of his way, it's like, hey, I don't run this story unless it's true. And that's the first time in my life I lied because he's like, are you making a Twisted Metal? I'm like, nope, we are not. And I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, it was hard to keep a secret, but I'm glad we did.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. Now, all right, so you guys have brought some footage along with you, right?
Yep. Yes,
I think they're getting that set up for us.
Okay.
Before we go to that.
I hate to sound like one of those people in a talk show. It's like, I don't know what. We literally have no clue what it's.
What this is. Hopefully it's good then.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I was looking at. I think they called it Nuke or something when I was looking at it earlier.
Yeah, it's Sony. They called it Nuke because they were worried that various people within Sony would find out it's Twisted Metal, and there's some leaks every now and then.
Yeah.
So we just been calling it Nuke, and so I think that's what this is.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
I think they've got it set up. So if you guys are ready to roll, we'll roll it, and then hopefully you guys can narrate what we're seeing here.
Well, yeah. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. This is pretty interesting.
So I mean, this is okay. I think I know what this is.
You think this is what this is?
Yeah. So I mean, this is just kind of rough gameplay footage that we put together to sort of show all the key elements. This is a sort of a montage of destructibility and. Oh, this is the end of it. Okay, so.
This is like a little clip, little trailer they made or something?
It's a trailer that we made that's going out to the net. Yeah.
Got the two of our levels, suburbs and the city level. So you got the contrast between kind of bright and sunny and kind of dark and gloomy.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, so, you know, we have, okay, I got to get in pitch mode, dude. I am fried, man. I am fried. All right, let me do my job here. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, basically, this is showing off a lot of deathmatch, team deathmatch. Look, we're not Team Fortress 2. The game moves too fast. That's not the kind of game we made. But we do have a little bit of kind of class-based play. So what a lot of this video is showing off is how the different cars can interact with each other on a team-based level. So you've got the helicopter that's able to do a lot of things, like you can pick up a buddy, bring him to health if you're playing like a team last man standing mode. You can pick up a bad guy who's about to launch a missile in the nuke mode and bring him out of the battlefield so that team can't score. He's got a Gatling gun that kind of is massive heavy fire. It's great for playing defense in our sort of capture the flag mode that we're calling nuke. You've got this rat rocket, I don't know if it showed that, which is kind of like an extermination van. It's got like a little rat on top of it that you can actually fire and fly in a level. That's really good that if in nuke mode you've launched your missile, the enemies launch their missile and you want to take that guy up into the skies and shoot it down. So every weapon or every vehicle has two special weapons or an alt special weapon. One is kind of action, deathmatchy weapony, and the alt is tried to sort of be there to give a little bit of sort of class element to the game for the various other modes so that the cars function a little bit different and you can really kind of create your team and go online with your buddies and really kind of strategically pick, okay, we need a tow truck that can drop health, we need a helicopter that can extract people. Yeah, it's so, I mean,
a whole new ball game with it then.
It is. But we still want, you know, one of the key things is, you know, Scott and I are, I mean, we love online, but we kind of came up through split screen. And so split screen not only is important from a standpoint of we're going to support 2 and 4 player split screen, but it's also we want to try to figure out a way to sort of create the mentality of split screen gaming online. Because what we find a lot of times that happens is, you know, it's so fast that you step out of a bunker and you get shot in the head.
Right.
And you take a couple of steps and you get shot. Now, obviously, the people watching who are hardcore, like Modern Warfare 2 players, who are able to evolve beyond that poor playing style, they don't have that experience. But for a lot of us, we do, and we want to get into those games, but it's hard to form relationships with other players because you don't have enough time in a lot of ways. I'm not saying everybody, but that's been our experience.
That's true.
And so with Twisted, we've been really excited because the cars have more hit points, they have more health, so you can build those kind of split screen relationships where I'm chasing and you're racing to get the health and I'm trying to kill you. We have these health semis in the game, which are kind of like Knight Rider or Spy Hunter, right? Which are giant semi trucks, and you can drive into the back, and if you can kind of get in and shoot through, you fill up your health.
That's cool.
Well, you have enough hit points that we actually can get a little chase going, and we actually form an online relationship for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, versus the kind of faster relationships that happen in a lot of first-person shooters. So it is a whole new game for the Twisted franchise, for us as designers, but it's been really fun.
Now, apologies if you were talking about this already, how many people together are doing this?
Well, it's 16 players max. It's a really fast game, lots of projectiles flying, a lot of destructibles. And, you know, so it's depending on the mode you're playing, it's anywhere from, well, you can play one-on-one, kind of classic Twisted Metal, but you can go up to like 8 versus 8. Wow. So it just kind of depends on the mode and then the host settings that you set, you know, things like that. So
so obviously the last one you did of these was Twisted Metal Black, correct?
That was the last, I mean, there was a PSP one.
Yeah, we did Twisted Metal Head-On for PSP, and then we actually did a port onto PlayStation 2, and we started a sequel while we were right after Black called Harbor City. That was a working title. So we took all those levels and kind of stitched it into kind of a small version of the sequel to Black and called it the Lost levels, or Twisted Metal Lost.
I do remember, yeah.
But this is the next big
full-blown
game in the series that's sort of brand new, home console, HD, online, you know. It's the next evolution of Twisted Metal. So
now how long until I see like a single-player storyline?
Well, there is that.
Really?
It's not. We actually started out going, let's do it online only.
Multiplayer only,
and but we decided not to for a lot of different reasons. And so no, we're working on the stories now. We're making the stories now. Huh?
So it is going to happen, yeah?
Oh, it's definitely in there. We're not talking at this show about it yet, but it's cool. I mean, I'm having a great time, and we're working on the stories and the in movies and the intros, and it's fun. Yeah,
that's super cool. Any last words before I let you go?
It's great to be back at E3. It's great to be on your show. Anybody watching at home? I watched at home last year. It's so awesome watching at home. It's fucking hot here. So have a great virtual E3. It's
super cool. David,
nice
thank you so much for coming by. Super appreciate it. Thanks so much for coming by.
Thanks.
Super appreciate it. All right, so I think we are basically rolling on our show. Right now we're going to take a look at Brink, and we'll be back on the stage with more gaming, so come back.
Cool, man.
Excellent.
Awesome. We'll see you around.